What percentage of the decisions Trump is making is literally him thinking straight and deciding like a CEO of a company decides? When I want to decide to do something in my business, I listen to all the people, then I know what's best to do. How much is Trump being coerced versus being manipulated? Or is it just him? This is full agency and he's doing what he thinks is best based on what he believes should be the right thing to do. Does the question, did I word the question correctly? I'm trying to understand how things happen behind the scenes from your understanding and your experience.
Yeah, I mean, this remains the big question. I think the truth is somewhere probably in the middle, but I think, well, not necessarily in the middle. I think it trends more towards there is some degree of coercion because as someone who still respects the president and, supported him basically since he came down the golden escalator, primarily because of his foreign policy, I still have a very hard time believing that he got us into this obvious trap and he still won't pull us out. Because look, President Trump is many things, but he's not a fool. Like for him to, just be tricked into, hey, it's going to be really easy. It's going to be just like Venezuela. And despite everything else that he already knew about Iran, about the region, that he just went along with this. I still have a hard time believing that. Now, I think that the Israelis did a very good job of coming to him at the right moment and saying, hey, you were successful in Venezuela. The Iranians didn't hit you after the 12-day war and after Midnight Hammer. So I think some of that, psychology or the way that they pitched him, I think that definitely helped. I still have a very hard time with understanding why President Trump changed his mind from his first administration where he had everyone yelling in his ear from Bibi to John Bolton to say, hey, let's go after Iran now that you've killed Qasem Soleimani. Let's, finish the job, all the talking points. And he pushed them off. And then at the beginning of the administration, he was engaged in very serious negotiations that I thought he was prioritizing, that I thought he was very, very serious about. And I think he just knew another war in the Middle East would be a disaster, like that Wall Street Journal article has laid out. And then before that, months ago, the New York Times article. I mean, the president was well aware of what would happen in this war. Myself and others have said, hey, this is the exact scenario that would play out. And it wasn't just me. It wasn't just Tulsi. This has been what the IC has been talking about, for quite some time. I mean, this is all the war gaming indicated this. So Trump knew this. And yeah, there's definitely the Trump gambler aspect where Trump thinks that he can kind of beat fate. But I still have a hard time thinking that he got us into this and he still won't get us out. Now he's kind of trapped. I mean, he, like we talked about before, he wants a deal. He wants a solution. He doesn't want to just pull out because he's afraid of being, accused of having been defeated. But I still think there's something else potentially even darker there where, there's some degree of coercion or something where he can't say no to the Israeli lobby.